Stop using wood chips. This mulch creates humus 5 times faster. It's honestly a garden soil breakthrough. If you've been gardening for a while, you've probably heard it 1,000 times. Mulch with wood chips. They're the best. And, well, for some gardens, they really are helpful. But after years of experimenting, observing, failing, retrying, and just digging deeper into what truly transforms soil, I discovered something surprising. There's a mulch that builds humus 5 times faster than wood chips, works in nearly any climate, and gives results you can literally feel in the soil within weeks. Today, I want to share it with you, not as a lecturer, but as a fellow soil-obsessed gardener who wants you to save time, save effort, and get soil results that actually matter, because once you try this mulch, you will never look at wood chips the same way again. Why wood chips aren't the humus builder we've been told. Before we get to the game-changer mulch, let's talk honestly about wood chips. I've used wood chips for years. They're great for moisture retention, weed suppression, and creating those forest floor conditions. But here's the truth, most people don't talk about. Wood chips break down slowly. And I mean very slowly. Wood is almost pure carbon. That means soil microbes have to work overtime to break it down, and they often pull nitrogen from the soil to do so. You've probably seen it, plants looking pale or sluggish near fresh chips. That's nitrogen tie-up. But the biggest issue? Wood chips take 2 to 3 years to turn into humus. Sometimes even longer depending on your climate. If your goal is fast, rich, crumbly humus, wood chips are, honestly, the slowest path to get there. I wanted something that could transform tired, compacted, lifeless soil into dark, sweet-smelling, earthworm-filled gold, and do it quickly. That's when I found the mulch that changed everything. Meet the mulch that builds humus 5 times faster. Shredded green waste. What I'm talking about isn't glamorous, it's not sold in fancy bags, it's not trending on social media, it's simply fresh, shredded green waste, a perfect mix of leaves, soft stems, twigs, grass, flowers, and garden cuttings. Not compost, not wood chips, not bark, just raw, freshly shredded green plant material. And the reason it works so fast is simple. It contains the perfect natural balance of carbon and nitrogen. Exactly what microbes need to explode in activity and pump out humus like a factory on overdrive. Where wood chips have about a 400 to 1 carbon to nitrogen ratio, shredded green waste sits closer to 40 to 1 to 60 to 1, almost identical to what nature uses to build forest soil. This ratio is the secret. It breaks down fast, heats slightly, then cools into a moist blanket that earthworms absolutely swarm. When you lay it on your soil, you're essentially spreading a living buffet that soil organisms use immediately, rather than struggling to process slowly like wood chips. Why shredded green waste works so fast? Let me break down why this mulch is such a powerhouse. First, it decomposes rapidly, with no nitrogen tie-up. Because the material contains plenty of green, nitrogen-rich components, microbes don't have to steal nitrogen from your soil. They already have it in the mulch itself. You'll see breakdown within a few weeks, not years. Second, it feeds soil life at all levels. Wood chips mostly feed fungi, but green waste feeds bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, and earthworms. This creates a complete, balanced soil food web, not just one part of it. It becomes humus fast. The blend of soft greens, tender stems, and small twigs breaks down inline, building humus in 3 to 6 months, not 3 years. That's where the 5 times faster comes in. It keeps soil covered and moist, just like wood chips, controlling weeds and reducing evaporation. But it also breathes better, absorbs water faster, and insulates more evenly. Because the particles are mixed and softer, the soil stays loose instead of crusting. It works in any garden. Vegetables, fruit trees, herbs, ornamentals, raised beds, containers, you name it. I've used it everywhere with consistently incredible results. How to use shredded green waste like a soil pro. If you've never used green waste mulch before, here's exactly how to do it for maximum humus building results. This is the same method I use here on SoilSage Chronicles in every garden test. Step 1. Get the material. You can make your own with a garden shredder, a lawnmower, or hand-cut clippings, or check with local landscaping companies. They often have mountains of fresh green waste they're happy to give away. Step 2. Chop everything. Pieces should be roughly 1 to 3 inches. Large chunks slow decomposition, but don't stress about making it perfect. Step 3. Apply 3 to 6 inches over the soil. Thinner layers break down quicker, thicker layers build humus deeper, but don't go below 3 inches, it disappears too fast. Step 4. Keep it moist. Dry mulch decomposes slowly. Moist mulch becomes a humus factory. If you're in a dry climate, water the mulch occasionally. Step 5. Leave it alone. This is probably the hardest part. Don't mix it, don't till it, don't flip it. Nature knows exactly what to do. Earthworms will pull it down. Microbes will break it apart. Your soil will transform underneath it. So, I've tested this mulch for years, and here's what usually happens in a well-prepared garden. After about 30 days, if you lift the mulch, you'll start seeing white fungal strands, tiny soil aggregates, and even some early earthworm activity. The soil softens noticeably, too. Then, after 60 days, you'll find the soil darkening, there's a sweet, earthy smell, and the structure becomes moist and fluffy. And, honestly, earthworms are now everywhere. After 90 days, the garden behaves like it's been mulched for a whole year. You'll see crumbly humus, deep soil life activity, improved plant growth, and honestly, much stronger root development. This is really the earliest point where you can say the mulch is fully integrated into the soil system. Now, wood chips take about 18 to 36 months to reach this stage, but the real magic here isn't just the quick breakdown, it's the continuous cycle it creates. Shredded green waste keeps adding fresh organic material, balanced nutrients, microbial food, and those structure-building fibers. It's like laying the foundation for an endlessly renewing soil engine. Over time, your soil becomes so alive that it basically maintains itself just like a natural forest floor, but, tailored to your garden beds. The longer you use this mulch, the better your soil becomes. And honestly, the transformation feels magical. When people switch from wood chips to green waste, they often make one mistake. They treat green waste like wood chips. Wood chips sit for years and don't need reapplying often. Green waste works fast, so, yeah, it disappears fast. To keep the humus factory running, you need to top up the mulch every few months. Just a thin layer here and there keeps everything cycling. Think of it like feeding the soil instead of decorating it. Every great garden, no matter where it is in the world, has one thing in common: healthy, humus-rich soil. If you want soil that is soft, easy to dig, full of life, rich in nutrients, and capable of feeding strong crops, then shredded green waste mulch is your fastest, most affordable path to that kind of soil. I've used this method on exhausted beds, compacted clay soil, sandy soil, neglected land, pretty much everything. And every single time it turns the soil around faster than anything else I've tried in the last decade of gardening. That's why I call it a game changer. Wood chips aren't bad, but if your goal is fast humus, thriving soil life, and gardens that practically grow themselves, shredded green waste is just on another level. Give it one season, just one. Your soil will tell you the truth. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to subscribe to SoilSage Chronicles for more practical, tested, real-world gardening strategies that transform soil naturally. And hey, don't forget to share this article with a gardening friend who's ready to take their soil to the next level. Your soil's next chapter starts now.